card that I was dealt. Boy, I work hard for the seat and I ain't buckling my belt. Call my brother on the phone, he said, broski, you a star. I said, brother, hold it down, soon we'll all be living.
All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the New York Jets. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. Looking long for Westbrook. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jags have taken the early lead. A diving catch for the score he laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. This one might be going the other way. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Back to throw now on first down. And his first look is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he's got about 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 25.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Fournette, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. First red zone opportunity now for the Jets. They've got a 1st and goal just inside the 5. Back to throw here. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Watch it now, Barney!
The pitch to Fournette. Shifts past him at the 45. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Magoo. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, did you practice in that colored jersey all week, the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
23 yards on the play. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
This is brought in at the 21. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Gone, 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 gone.
Magoo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 7 yards on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Drops it underneath for Collins. They'll give him a yard on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. He hits Herndon over the middle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A minute 57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. This quarterback now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I think a Jet was able to recover, and they'll keep possession thanks to a heads-up play.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Throwing here, Magoo. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
A handoff to Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one of the few times they've been able to contain him. He's had a heck of a game, and maybe he's getting a little bit tired from how many times he's carried the ball. But I always think back to what all those old coaches say. The ball's not that heavy. Keep carrying it, kid.
Magoo back to throw. Dancing, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So we've reached halftime here, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now out come the Jets. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Hey!
On second down, Collins. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
All right, here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
So what's the word I'm looking for here about how this drive just started?
Disjointed?
I'll go with that one. I mean, think about it. First down, took a bad loss on a running play. Take the sack on second down. Now they got to come up with something big here on third.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time for Jacksonville. 51 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So a slight improvement in field position, you might say, from inside their own 10 to this as they come up on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Gun! Over!
They'll run it again with Fournette. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
Here's a give to Fournette. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Running left, it's Fournette. Fournette, a 1st down, still going. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And New York set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. They're going to look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Pass incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a give to Collins. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for it with Collins. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. So 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's a 1st down run with Collins, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Now Collins. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Myles Jack. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20, 10, touchdown, Jaguars. A big play there, 74 yards, and the Jaguars continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Over!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And his throw is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. The Jets on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Back to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Found his target. It's Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
is interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they've bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. Hot.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Alex Collins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. You're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout,
because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right?
Yes,
as the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their 1st one and blew out the Seahawks.
Again, it's Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
All right, here we go. 319. 319. Gone.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy. You don't want no problem. You don't want no problem with me.
Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
We got 3. Over.
Now Leonard Fournette. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got. What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Over. Check 15.
They'll toss it to Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. Look at the dance and the juke. A big run by the big man Fournette. 41 yards on the ground.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Here's Mike. Watch the out. Watch the out. Switch. Over. Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Hot.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes.